There's no one who's going to beat him. I just think technically, physically now, he's at the weight and he's adapted and he's adjusted. I mean, he's even adjusted and adapted his weight for this fight individually. I mean, he put on how much weight and slowed his actual feet down because Daniel Dubois' feet.
I believe wholeheartedly in my ability and what I can do in the ring. I have full confidence that give me a good camp or give me some time to put in the work with Andy Lee and George Lockhart. I want to come up with a good game plan, probably different to everyone else's one.
To your man Joe Parker, and he said, I will beat Alexander Usyk. What gives you the confidence that will happen as well, Andy?
Joe is the last challenge left. He can offer something that nobody else can. Craft, cleverness, doesn't take breaks, can fight the pace. It's a great challenge.
Everyone's talking and the buzz is clear. Joseph Parker might just have what it takes to beat Alexander Usyk. Even Carl Froch admits Parker has fought his way here with nothing but hard work and determination. He's fast, sharp, and never stops pushing forward. With that speed, accuracy, and non-stop effort, Parker looks ready for the biggest challenge of his life.
Did the business. Parker's done everything he needs to do now to warrant a shot at Usyk. But would you even give Joseph Parker a chance at Usyk? It'd be an interesting fight. Quite fast hands, high work rate. But let's not forget who Parker's lost to already. I mean, lost to Dillian Whyte a few years ago. And he's since been beaten a few times by people that really couldn't lace Usyk boots. And I'm not having a go at Joseph Parker. And I do think that if anybody deserves a fight, he does. He deserves the fight, deserves the payday. But is anybody realistically giving Joseph Parker a chance against Alexander Usyk?
Warren's words flip the whole story. Joseph Parker's WBO mandatory shot is now locked in. This isn't just another match, it's the chance Parker has been chasing for years. A showdown in the UK could light the stage for the historic battle fans everywhere have been waiting to see.
And before the fight, we now know who holds the belts, who's the number one, and he's going to have to make his mandatories now. And his first mandatory is the WBO against Joe Parker. So Joe Parker will get his opportunity. That's BO basically said we've got to start negotiating with each other, and that's what we're doing. I'd love to put the fight on.
Andy Lee now points out the key edge Parker brings against Usyk. He says Parker's stamina has changed in a big way. Those mid-round breaks are gone. That takes away one of Usyk's strongest weapons. Parker is prepared to keep the pace high, break Usyk's rhythm, and turn every single moment into pressure.
Fight the best of their era. Hamza wants to fight Canelo. Joe wants to fight Usyk. We always want to challenge ourselves as fighters, and we're up for the
Joseph Parker leaves no doubt his focus is only on Usyk. No noise, no side stories, just full commitment from him and his team. This sharp mindset is exactly what a fighter needs before walking into the hardest fight of his career.
You can't really think about that or worry about that fight until you get this one done and dusted. But this is our full focus. Myself, Andy, George, the whole team that's here from New Zealand, America, I got Rob here. Our full focus is on
Tony Bellew's backing says it all. When a former world champion puts his support behind Joseph Parker against Usyk, it shows just how big this fight really is. Parker's comeback hasn't gone unseen. The buzz is real, and the boxing world is watching every move.
Joseph Parker, yeah. The whole heavyweight division owes Joseph Parker, so I'll just say that straight away now.
He gets his arm raised and he sails off into the sunset.
I think if this guy wins, he's literally done it all. He'll be. Would you want Joseph Parker's name on your ledger, though? I mean, maybe, the last one, possibly, maybe Parker's the only one, but I knowing him, he probably will. But if I was him, what he's done at cruiserweight, what he's done at heavyweight, he's cleaned out all the top guys, minus Joe Parker, because he hasn't had the opportunity yet. Now, I love Big Joe, but you would have to favour Usyk in a fight against Joe. If I'm Usyk, I don't even like this game. I hated this game. I'd have got out. I've done it. I've completed it. I've done it.
Yeah, do you know what? I might be making a U-turn now. I might be saying Parker, then retire.
Yeah.
Parker, then retire. Then you've...
Spencer Oliver keeps it straight. Joseph Parker is the rightful challenger, maybe the only man who can truly push Alexander Usyk to the limit. With the WBO mandate in place, Usyk has no way around this fight, even if he wanted to. What makes Parker so dangerous is how much he's grown. Quicker feet, better gas tank, and a non-stop work rate that could throw Usyk off his rhythm. Oliver says this might be Usyk's hardest test yet, a battle of styles where every round could flip the momentum. For Parker, it's more than just a title shot. It's his chance to prove he belongs at the very top. For Usyk, it's about protecting his crown against a hungry challenger who's clawed his way back into the spotlight. One thing's clear, this one has war written all over it.
Go. Who's going to beat him? You know, who is that guy? I think the guy that deserves a shot next, by the way, is Joseph Parker. He's the guy that's been waiting, and I think the WBO have mandated that fight. So unless Alexander Usyk vacates the belt, he will have to fight Joseph Parker next. That'll be an interesting fight. That's probably his biggest challenge for him.
When legends speak, the fight feels even bigger, and now Roy Jones Jr. has weighed in. He calls Joseph Parker the best man for the job right now, and when Roy talks, the boxing world listens. He points out Parker's special edge. He may not be the biggest heavyweight, but his speed, sharp combinations, and smart tactics set him apart. With Andy Lee in his corner, Parker looks more confident than ever, shaping into a complete fighter. For Roy, this isn't just a fight, it's the making of a technical showcase. Usyk will need perfection, because even one mistake could give Parker the opening he needs. For Parker, it's a shot at redemption, proof that setbacks were only steps on the way to greatness. Roy believes this clash lifts both fighters and electrifies fans across the globe, with two elite boxers ready to test each other at the very top. This isn't only about belts, it's about pride, skill, and legacy crashing together in the ring.
This guy right now is Joseph Parker. Why? Because he's not a big heavyweight. He's quick, he throws combinations, he has a great trainer with him now, in Andy Lee, and he's more comfortable than I've ever seen him in his whole career. And so I think that is actually a very good fight for both fighters.
Roy Jones Jr. doesn't hold back. He's crystal clear that if anyone can push Alexander Usyk to the edge, it's Joseph Parker. He praises Parker's mix of experience, discipline, and ring IQ, saying those tools can make life inside the ropes very uncomfortable for Usyk. This fight, Roy explains, isn't about raw power. It's about smart timing, sharp precision, and slowly breaking Usyk's rhythm one round at a time. While Roy won't go as far as predicting Parker's outright win, his belief that Parker can cause real problems says plenty. With stronger conditioning and a smart game plan under Andy Lee, Parker has grown into a dangerous and unpredictable force. Roy's confidence only fuels the rising belief among fans and experts that this isn't a mismatch. It's a fight built to be a classic, a showdown packed with drama, big exchanges, and two champions fighting to etch their legacies in history.
Joseph Parker is the best fight for him right now because Joseph Parker is a guy who has the qualities and the experience that it would take to give Usyk the hardest time. I'm not saying he's going to beat Usyk by no means, but he will give Usyk the hardest time of anybody. And if anybody, I think if they said, Roy, you got to take one guy right now, put your money on against Usyk, who would it be? It would be Joseph.
Ada Oladipo can't hide his excitement when he talks about Joseph Parker's comeback. He praises Parker's fearless callouts, pointing out how each one feels sharper, smarter, and more calculated. For Ada, Parker versus Usyk isn't just another matchup. It's the fight boxing fans are craving. Parker's hunger is clear, his confidence is growing, and his latest performances have made the boxing world sit up and pay attention. What really stands out is Parker's persistence. While many fighters wait for chances, Parker makes his own, demanding his spot at the top. Ada says this fight has everything. Two skilled technicians, two very different styles, and one massive prize on the line. The hype is real, the stakes couldn't be higher, and Parker's journey has led him right into this defining moment.
Call-outs are so unique. I feel like it's going to fall on deaf ears.
Unfortunately, it will.
I appreciate the call-out.
I appreciate that. I remember he did it with Dylan White and Anthony Joshua last year. And every one of them, they just get better and better. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I will say this now, right? I would rather see Parker versus Usyk than Dubois versus Usyk. I'll say it now.
Really?
I don't think we'll get Parker Usyk. But
10 Johnny Nelson shows how dominant Usyk was against Daniel Dubois, breaking him down round after round and stripping away every weapon he had. But that's what makes Joseph Parker's challenge so interesting. Unlike Dubois, Parker brings a whole different toolkit. quicker feet, smarter ring IQ, and the stamina to keep the pressure coming. Usyk usually wins by breaking fighters mentally, yet Parker's calmness and experience set him apart from those who've already fallen. Nelson clearly respects Usyk's skill, but the big question hangs in the air. Can Usyk control a sharper, faster, more confident Parker the same way? With Parker's tighter defense and sharper counters, this fight could push Usyk out of his comfort zone. One thing's for sure, Parker isn't walking into this ring scared.
What he did to Daniel, it took away everything, all his attributes. He took away his jab, took away his power, took away his movement, took away his confidence, to the point where Danny was putting his backside on the floor thinking, wow, we're only in round 5 and I'm getting chopped up. And this guy...
Joseph Parker isn't holding anything back. He wants Usyk next, and he's ready to step up. The way he calls for the fight shows both respect and confidence, giving Usyk the time he needs to recover while making it clear that his own intentions are serious. This isn't just another call-out. It's a statement from a fighter who knows he's peaking at the perfect time. With Andy Lee guiding him, Parker has grown into a complete heavyweight, mentally tougher, technically sharper, and far more strategic. This isn't about proving he belongs anymore. It's about grabbing destiny. His calm but firm tone shows exactly where his mind is at, focused, steady, and locked on one goal. If this fight happens, it won't just be about titles. It'll be about pride, resilience, and legacy. Parker's words send the message loud and clear. He's no longer waiting for chances, he's making them. And that's what makes him dangerous.
I want Usyk next. I know Usyk's deserves his time to relax and chill with his family. When he's ready, I'd love to open up negotiations and see if we can make the fight happen.
Just that.
Duke McKenzie and Paul Smith break down the business side of the sport, and their words reveal a hard truth: money changes everything. They believe Usyk will face Joseph Parker, but a big money offer somewhere else could stall or even block the fight. That's exactly why this matchup feels so special. Both men actually want it, and the fans are shouting for it. Parker's climb back up has turned him into one of the division's most compelling stories, while Usyk's dominance has earned worldwide respect. This isn't just about belts or mandatories, it's about legacy and history. Parker's hunger mixed with the financial stakes means negotiations will be tough, but all signs point to a clash that feels destined. When the money, timing, and opportunity finally meet, this could turn into one of the biggest nights heavyweight boxing has seen in years.